Today we are going to explore a place that feels like it was pulled straight out of a fairy tale with a little bit of a dark and gothic twist. From storybook castles to hauntingly beautiful streets, this city is full of contrast and charm. In this video, I'm taking you to some of the best views, must-try food spots, and something a little unexpected. Joining a ghost tour. Welcome to one of Europe's most enchanting cities. This is Prague. We're here at the Klementinum Tower for our 9:30 a.m. tour. If you take the first two morning tour, you can get it for like half the price. Instead of paying like 40 euro, we're paid for like 7 euro per person, and it's a pretty good deal. As soon as we entered the lobby, we already spotted our group. Our guide had already started the tour, but there was one problem. The tour was in Czech language. Our guide asked if we spoke English, and when we said yes, she kindly greeted us in English. At first, I was so sure that I booked an English tour, but now that I'm editing this and rechecking our ticket, turns out I was wrong. If you're thinking of booking this tour, double check that you selected English, unless of course you can understand Czech language.
S různými měřícími přístroji hledí k nebesům a provádí výpočty.
The Klementinum complex dates all the way back to the 16th century when it was founded as a Jesuit college. Just a heads up though, photography and video are allowed, but flash is not permitted because the rare books inside are sensitive to light. Kapal. Viewpoint at the topmost. Okay guys, more stairs. Now this was one of our favorite parts of the tour. It's our very first time seeing Prague from this view, and it honestly took our breath away. Dito. Welcome to Prague. It's so nice. Prague is so beautiful. Now it's time for a little treat. Chimney cake. I want the pistachio. I picked the pistachio one with a swirl of ice cream on top. Strawberry. Okay. Thank you. Now this dessert looked pretty. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. The pistachio flavor and ice cream were lovely, but the cake itself is a little tougher than I expected. Honestly, hands down the best chimney cake we've had was in Budapest, but this was still a sweet little moment. Next stop is Charles Bridge, but like a lot of things while traveling, the plans shifted. Because it's only 10:30 and it's kind of crowded already. Instead, we made our way to the Astronomical Clock Tower. This clock rings every hour and has been running since the 1400s. It's one of the oldest astronomical clocks still ticking today. Yay! That's so cool. There are so many interesting little details built into the clock, so if you visit, take your time and really look closely. We actually came back the following night and realized that the skeleton figure actually moves. It was so cool to watch. We're here at the Old Town Square, so there's a lot of restaurants and like luxury stores out here. So ano yung mas gusto mo? Paris or Prague?
Gusto ko yung Paris, pero parang mas chill dito sa Prague.
I like how you can just literally walk everywhere here in Old Town. There's no water. We just had lunch and we got pad thai for lunch, so we can help go Asian. And it was only $8 for a big plate. So we got it from a food hall in a mall next to our accommodation. We decided on a little spontaneous adventure that afternoon and booked the tower tour. And I'm telling you, there were quite a few stairs. Okay, there's a lot of stairs, and it was quite dark inside. Okay, more stairs. We paid around $16 per person for this tour that we booked the same day. We did so much stairs for today. Okay, nakasakard ako for today. The space at the very top was a bit tight, but once we stepped out into the viewing deck, the whole city opened up. We're at the top of the Old Town Bridge and look at the view. The view is absolutely beautiful. On the walk back to our place, something in a store window caught my eye. Chocolate beers. Okay, so I'm intrigued. So I grabbed 2 bottles. We also picked up some chocolate to bring home because we love buying local chocolate in every place that we visit.
Because yes, exactly this box.
It's good.
Very good. I
like
really
this
recommend
one.
you.
That's really
It
good.
melts in mouth, so great.
How many do you want?
Take one also.
Okay, yeah, good.
It's very delicious. It's new product in our factory.
But is it the same?
one,
This
It's
one,
just
this
one?
one,
Okay.
yes, this one.
I got myself a chocolate beer and let's try this later. For dinner, we went to Café Louvre. This place has over 20,000 reviews and it's easy to see why. It has that classic old world charm, and tonight we were finally trying our first traditional Czech cuisine. This restaurant is operating for 100 years, 1902. Okay, so that's the hot chocolate egg liquor. When my brother's drink arrived, we noticed a tiny shot glass on the side. So at first we thought, okay, maybe this was vodka. I-shot mo na lang. I-shot mo. Eh? But turns out it was just water. So apparently it's pretty common here to serve water like this when you're ordering a drink. And here's my husband who ordered what he thought was a local Czech drink. But turns
Kaso
out...
galing Georgia. Georgia, USA ha. Hindi
Georgia,
Georgia yung country.
from Georgia.
Columbus, Georgia, USA.
So we're having traditional food for tonight. Pete is having beef goulash. I'll have pork shoulder and chicken breast. And then this dessert came. This is the pistachio bun. It's very light, creamy, and just a perfect sweet note to end the night. We actually had to come back for this on our last morning in Prague because it's just so good. The food was so good, so comforting, very flavorful, and really reasonably priced. So I will definitely eat here again, no questions asked. Good morning, it's our day 2 here in Prague, and our plan this morning is to explore the lesser town, which is across the bridge, and the area around Prague Castle. So let's go. The Prague Castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site made out of palaces, churches, and historic buildings. But the real star of the show is the St. Vitus Cathedral because of its dramatic Gothic architecture. The castle holds centuries of Bohemian history. We decided to skip the entrance tickets and just enjoy the views from the outside. Prague Castle is so Gothic, and if you look at the facade and look at it closely, there's a lot of interesting details. The most interesting ones are these gargoyles, and they aren't just for creepy decorations, but they actually work as water spouts. So when it rains, water flows out of their mouths to protect the walls from damage. On our way out, we stumbled upon a little Christmas shop, and of course, we had to check it out. Keith and I love collecting Christmas ornaments from the places we visit, so we definitely had to get one.
Pero ito talagang...
Thank you. Have a good one. For lunch, we went to Lokal, a spot known for serving authentic Czech comfort food. I ordered a local Pilsner beer first because beer is pretty big deal in Prague. And what do you have?
Pork schnitzel.
Fried cheese. Like it? The food was so good, so I highly recommend Lokal. So apparently they have different branches all over Prague. Our favorite dish was hands down the fried cheese. It was so melty on the inside. It was absolute perfection. Overall, the food was full of flavor and super satisfying, so Lokal gets a big thumbs up from us. In the afternoon, we went to see the famous dancing house, one of the most unique and modern buildings in Prague. Then we walked along the riverbanks, enjoying the views and grabbing coffee at this cool little riverside cafe called Avoid or Avoid. I think it's Avoid. After that, we headed back to our place to rest up because we had a long and slightly spooky night ahead. Just a little before the sunset, we headed back out for something a little different. But first, we grabbed a quick bite from Sausage Go. Joining a ghost tour. So it's a 2-hour walking tour, and let's see if it's worth it. Video and audio recordings of the tour are not allowed, so I could only capture a few snippets and photos along the way. But as soon as night fell, the city took on a whole new vibe. The cobblestone streets felt quieter, the buildings darker, and the stories much creepier. We're done with the ghost tour, and I could say that it's a pretty unique experience. So if you have the time, definitely try it out. You book it via Get Your Guide for only $20 US. The stories are crazy. Some of them are really crazy, really interesting stories. I don't want to spill it here because the different places or spots here in the city, and she told us a little bit about history and of course the gruesome murder and the ghost story. So yeah, I like the tour and I highly recommend it. It's 10 p.m. right now and we're going back to our hotel, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. In my next video, we will explore more of the lesser town and the Visegrad Castle. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!